My dear 12th class economic students, Assalamu alaikum. In this lecture, we will discuss oligopoly market structure. It is another form of imperfect competition. Students, if we go by the literal meaning of oligopoly, it has been derived from two Greek words, oligy, which means few, and pollen, which means sellers. Thus, oligopoly is defined as the market structure in which there are few sellers selling a homogeneous or differentiated products. Each seller under oligopoly has a significant share of the market. Students, oligopoly is an abridged, that is the shortened version of monopolistic competition. As under monopolistic competition, there are many sellers of a product, whereas under oligopoly, there are only few interdependent sellers, or we can say firms of a product, that collectively dominate the market. As there are only few sellers under oligopoly, it is often referred to as competition among the few. Some of the examples of oligopoly market structure are commercial aircrafts, automobile industry, soft drink industry, which is dominated by Coca-Cola and Pepsi, etc. Now we will discuss some special characteristics of oligopoly market structure. First is few sellers. Students, an oligopoly market is characterized by few sellers and their number is limited. It's a special type of imperfect market which has a large number of buyers but a few sellers. It means that under oligopoly market, the sellers are few, or we can say there is a handful of sellers where the actions of one firm can influence the actions of the other firms. On the other hand, the number of buyers are large. Second important characteristic of oligopoly market structure is the oligopolists produce either homogeneous or differentiated products. That is, it may sell products that are identical like steel, and it may also sell products that are somewhat differentiated from those of the other firms like automobiles. Products may be differentiated by way of design, trademark, or service. Now coming to the most important characteristic of oligopoly, which is the interdependence of firms. Students, as oligopoly market is characterized by a small number of big firms in the industry, and each firm has a significant share of the market, there is a very high degree of interdependence among the rival firms with regard to their price and output policy. It means that firms under oligopoly, they cannot act independently of each other. Rather, they should take into account the actions and reactions of its competing firms while determining its price and output level. This is because when the number of competitors is few, any change in price and output by a firm, it will have a direct effect on the fortune of its rivals, which will then retaliate in changing their own prices and output as the case may be. It is therefore clear that the oligopolistic firm, they must consider not only the market demand for the industry's product, But they must also consider the reactions of other firms in the industry to any action or decision it may take. However, it is difficult to guess the reaction of rival firms. For example, if a firm lowers its price with the expectation that the demand for its products will increase, the demand for its products may not increase because the rival firms may also lower the prices of their products. Once the rivals react, the firm lowering the price first cannot gain from the price cut. It is on this basis that no specific relation can be established between price and output of an oligopoly firm, which means that the demand curve facing an oligopolist firm is indeterminate. Or we can say it is difficult to determine firms' demand curve under oligopoly market structure. Students, the concept of interdependence of firms under oligopoly, it can be better understood with the help of game theory and prisoner's dilemma, but this is beyond the scope of your syllabus. Another feature of oligopoly market structure is the high cross elasticity of demand for the products of the oligopoly firms. For example, if an oligopolist raises its price and its rival firms leave their prices constant, that is, they will not change the prices of their products, then we can expect a quite large substitution effect. As a result of price rise, its customers will withdraw from it and they will go to its competitors producing the substitute goods. In that case, the oligopolist who raises its price will lose a great deal of market share and hence its total revenue. Students, it is because of the high cross elasticities that there is always the fear of retaliation by rival firms. Now coming to competition under oligopoly market, students, under oligopoly market structure, competition is unique. It is a constant struggle against rivals. Due to high degree of interdependence among the sellers regarding their price and output, there is a severe competition which is often called cutthroat competition in oligopoly market structure. It is genuine that with a few firms in the market, there will be an intense competition among them. Any move or action taken by a firm, it will have a considerable impact on its rivals. Thus, under oligopoly, every seller keeps an eye over its rival firms and they are always ready with the counter-attack. Now coming to the group behavior under oligopoly, students as oligopolist firms cannot act independently. Thus, each oligopolist closely watches the business behavior of other oligopolists in the industry and design his moves on the basis of some assumption of their behavior. In considering the group behavior, they need to plan and work out a range of possible options based on how they think the rivals might react. That is, they have to consider whether to compete with the rivals or merge with them, whether to raise or lower the prices or keep their prices constant, etc. Another feature of oligopoly market is there prevails a kind of uncertainty in oligopoly markets. Students, as there is interdependence among the oligopolist firms, A firm under oligopoly has to take into consideration the reaction of rival firms before taking any decision on pricing or even on advertising. However, rival firms' reaction cannot be predicted with accuracy. That is, it cannot be accurately predicted whether the rivals will follow the price change or not. This introduces an element of uncertainty in oligopoly markets. One more important feature of oligopoly market structure is price rigidity. The theory of oligopoly suggests that once a price has been determined by a firm, it will stick at this price. This is because firms under oligopoly cannot pursue independent strategies. Under oligopoly, it is assumed that firms follow price cuts by a rival company, but they do not follow the price increase. So, if a seller increases the price of his product, his rivals do not follow the price increase. Therefore, the market share of the firm which increases its price, it reduces significantly as a result of the price rise. On the other hand, if a seller reduces the price of his product, then the rival firms also reduce their prices in order to prevent their market share from falling. As a result, the firm lowering the price first cannot gain from the price cut. Rather, he only invite his rivals to price war. Thus, we can say that a firm under oligopoly cannot gain by changing its price from the prevailing price in the market. In both the cases of price increase and price decrease, there is no increase in the demand for the firm which changes its price. Hence, firms under oligopoly stick to the same price over time, leading to price rigidity. Students, price rigidity implies that an oligopoly firm faces a kinked demand curve, that is a demand curve with a kink. In addition to the characteristics of oligopoly market which we discussed so far, some other characteristics are entry barriers, means barriers to entry in oligopoly market are high due to government licensing, economies of scale, patent rights, access to expensive and complex technology, etc. Moreover, under oligopoly, firms tend to avoid price competition due to the fear of price wars. Hence, they focus on non-price competition methods like advertising, after-sales service, warranties, sales promotion such as buy one get one free, etc. It is mostly done with the intention to reach more and more customers and thereby increase their customer base. Now, coming to the various forms of oligopoly, students, oligopoly market can be classified on various bases. On the basis of the nature of products, oligopoly is classified as perfect oligopoly, which is also known as pure oligopoly, and imperfect oligopoly, which is also known as differentiated oligopoly. Students, if the product of the rival firms are homogeneous, then it is perfect or pure oligopoly. On the other hand, if the products are differentiated, then it is imperfect oligopoly. Or we can say if the products produced by the competing firms in the market are homogeneous or identical, then it is perfect or pure oligopoly. But if the products produced by the oligopoly firms are non-homogeneous, that is differentiated, then it is the case of imperfect or differentiated oligopoly. Second important characteristic is on the basis of entry of new firms. Students, on the basis of entry of firms, there are two types of oligopoly. One is open oligopoly and second one is closed oligopoly. If entry is open to new firms, that is when the new firms are allowed to enter into the oligopoly market, it is termed as open oligopoly. And if entry is strictly restricted, that is when the new firms are not allowed to enter into the market, then it is termed as closed oligopoly. The oligopoly market can also be classified on the basis of agreement or collusion among firms as collusive oligopoly and non-collusive oligopoly. Students, collusive oligopoly is a market situation wherein the firms cooperate with each other in determining price or output or both with a view to avoid competition. In such case, the firms have some formal or informal agreement about price, output, division of market, profit sharing, etc. Collusive oligopoly can take the form of cartel or price leadership. Students, a cartel is an association of independent firms within the same industry which follow the common policies relating to price, output, profit maximization, etc. Under price leadership, one firm which is large or dominant firm, it acts as the price leader who fixes the price for the products while the other firms follow it. Collusive oligopoly is like a monopoly form of market. Cartels take full control of the market and exploit it like a monopolist. On the other hand, when there is no agreement or collusion among the firms, then it is the case of non-collusive oligopoly, where firms compete with each other rather than cooperating. One more classification of oligopoly is based on price leadership. Students, based on price leadership, the oligopoly can be classified as partial oligopoly and full oligopoly. Partial oligopoly is formed when a large firm in the market is recognized as price leader and all other small firms in the market follow the price fixed by the price leader. Students, on the other hand, if there is no leading firm in the market to determine the price of a product, then it is called full oligopoly. And in case of full oligopoly, the firms may be engaged in price competition. So students, this is all about oligopoly market structure, its features and forms. If you have some questions or queries relating to this topic as well as other topics discussed so far, you can post those questions or queries in your economics WhatsApp group, or you can simply contact me on phone. I will try to answer them. Thank you.